Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So because I've done sort of a series of videos on the Cutlass Sterling guitars recently, whilst I've got all three together, I thought I would just do a sort of roundup as a little kind of bonus video to those. If you're just finding this video for the first time, I've done full in-depth reviews of each of these, which I'll link down in the description below. So, I mean, CT30 versus CT50 then, if you like. So the CT30 at 349, its most obvious competitor, you know, is a Squire Classic Vibe at that sort of money. I imagine that's its most obvious kind of alternative. And the same thing with the CT50. Its most obvious sort of counterpart, if you like, is a Mexican Standard Strat around the sort of £600 mark these days. But the absolutely awesome thing about these Sterling guitars is that the CT30 I would put against any of my own Mexican Standard Stratocasters any day of the week. But they are £200 less. And again, you know, both guitars come in single coil or HSS. And same with the CT50. That guitar is half the price of a US Standard Strat, or even less than that. But it's just one of the nicest S-type guitars I've ever played. And because I am such, you know, so comfortable with that type of guitar, I've tried, you know, loads of them. And it is, if not the best, like the second best S-type guitar I've ever played. And it's just an absolutely wicked guitar. So, I mean, as to which one would you get, it's you know, a tricky choice really, because it always depends on budget. But at the same time, other than the obvious differences, like with the CT50, your bridge, your saddles, your fret wire, your tuners, your electrics, your pickups are all improved over the CT30. But the main difference between the two in terms of feel, which I don't think I mentioned till now, is that on the CT50, the neck carve is like from like the nut to sort of the 5th fret or so, it's very much like a 50s V, and then between the 5th and 7th it kind of widens out to a normal mid-C shape, whereas on the CT30 you just got a much more standard sort of mid-C neck carve. And if you find that neck carve comfortable, then you know you're not going to find that on another guitar, so that's going to be the one for you. But of course, at Nylon Music, we also offer the workshop approved version, and in some ways at $399, so it's only a tiny bit more than the standard version. But in some ways, this is going to be, you know, even more improved than the CT50. It's definitely going to have better electrics and pots, and it's going to have the same sort of, you know, final setup and stuff like that. So, you know, we're in this sort of unique position to offer something between the two, but still at a very, very good price point. So, like I said, if you haven't seen any of the other videos, I'll link them all below. And, you know, let me know which one would you have, or which one do you think, you know, is better? Because there's still the question to answer as well. At $349, is it worth modifying a CT30 in terms of its machine heads and all of its pickups, you know, and still coming in under $599 for the CT50? So that could be another video coming up. Maybe we'll modify this one and see how much closer to that it gets. But, you know, whatever the rabble is really, overall they are amazing guitars, and I'm very, very glad we can offer them at Nylon Music, and that they exist for people like me that, you know, they just want a great S-type guitar. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and I will catch you again on the next one.